All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. First down, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Lucky 56.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a give to Penny. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th, and he connects with Ebron. able to get it to their 30-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Penny, the first down carry. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Penny. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 20. 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the handoff, Lynch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Left. Ace.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now Mahomes. On target over the middle of the hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A handoff to Penny, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here's Allen to throw it. From the left side, complete. That's Bird. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Rashad Penny. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 12 more yards there and another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a hole.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second and goal from the 1. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marshawn Lynch scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. On 1st down, Mahomes. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now he's forced out left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. but sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is Penny. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Penny. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
All right, now, lucky
you're in
56.
peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Flush to his right. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On play action, it's Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
They come out here in the eye. Mahomes takes it himself, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He'll buy some time right.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Well, they'll run it again with Penny. Pretty move. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To the air, Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Mahomes now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Running left, it's Penny. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run with Penny. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Penny. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
The handoff running left is Penny. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And he can't get taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with 26 seconds to go. And gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Now he'll escape, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.